All right, guys. First day, Congruence Academy. Oh, very, very excited about that. It's been quite a ride, and let's get on it. What we covered today was basically, it's called, the first week, No More Baby Bird. And in the jargon, I'm not sure if that's sales jargon or it's just the sales snipers, but it means when you're below or you're like around 5K in commissions or 4K, sorry, which is my case at the moment. Um, that's baby bird, and then you move to, well, there's like different tiers with different names. You're like, yeah, I don't remember the duck. I think after 10K, and then from 10K to 30K, and then you're like a savage, and then you're like a megalodon if you're like over 100K commissions. So anyway, so the first week is actually try to optimize what you do as a salesperson, and this is where it gets really interesting because this removes the passive state that most sales reps are in, right? Like, let's say you're always, I mean, a lot of people waiting just for leads. Okay, this influencer is not giving me any leads. He's not filling up my calendar, right? And of course, it's great to have your calendar full of leads and get that high volume. But there's so much that you can do I wasn't aware of. Of course you are kind of aware, but like if you're not shown a system like Matt was telling us today, it will be a little harder. So first of all, we reviewed a tools called calendar bridge, which is something for um, if you're selling to more than one account. It just makes sure you avoid double booking and everything. So this is really interesting. And yeah, we're talking a little bit about the tools that you can use to optimize your process. And if you can use auto dialers, which are very, very helpful. So just put like 100 leads and try to couple hours, 3 hours, and get through them. Yeah, and you're getting calls for sure. um, okay, and then the main idea for today was, okay, how can you set yourself up for success, right? So there's a few like really low hanging fruit, I would say, which is, let's review the file with no shows, for example. And this is very, very interesting because a lot of people take it very personally, like, okay, this guy hates me, that's why he didn't show, or he's disrespectful. It's not the case, guys. Shit happen, life happens, and some people just miss the appointment. And you know why they don't rebook? Because they are so embarrassed that they no showed, and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna ghost this guy, right? So it is okay to actually, take action and say, hey, no problem. I know life happens. Would you want to reschedule that? And you can make a sale out of that, definitely. So low hanging fruit in terms of setting yourself up for success in things other than your regular pipeline, or not pipeline, the regular daily leads that your influencer will get you. And let's not forget, we dove a little into this as well, is that um, I don't know, by this time, this is February 2021, there's the EOS 14 update, and you know how that goes. There's no more retargeting. Okay. So for all of you out that are overly reliant on paid ads, I hate to break to you, but you're gonna need to rely on some other organic strategies, because no more retargeting. So the ad space is gonna change a lot, and this is where all these hacks really help. So again, auto dialers, no shows and no sales. Let's say, okay, somebody didn't buy, it wasn't a good time. You can review that list, from like, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months behind, and start calling them. Hey, would you like how's everything? Did you figure out? Did you sort it out? Did you find what you were looking for? I hope business is great, and of course they'll be very happy to discuss that with you if they haven't. Um, some interesting aspects that that are supported by data is that, okay, best show up date, sorry, it's Mondays, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And this is, like I said, supported by tracking no shows and tracking, yeah, the days in general that these things happen. So apparently, Fridays is gonna be a day a lot, or a lot of no shows. So be prepared to have a lot of follow ups. Some admin stuff. Review the pipeline, go over the no shows and the no sales. Um, yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, just devote 4 hours a week to all these tasks that are not just being on the phone receiving leads, right? So this is the moment that you are getting proactive and go look for your own leads. All right. So what else was there? Yeah, there were like super amazing stats. Like, let's say you call, from your customer client list. This is very important. Referrals. I don't think I went through it. Uh, I don't know how many clients does your influencer have, right? Let's say, in my case, 100. So out of those 100 people, how easy is to do a check-in, with people, especially that we know they've been successful, and say, hey, just wanted to do a quick check-in with you, 15 minute, see how things are, and yeah, once you're in the call, just briefly discuss state of affairs and how things are going, and hopefully they'll tell you things are great. And it'll be a simple question as the yeah, do you think, does someone come into mind that might benefit from this, in my case, from organic growth, and we know ES14, we have a lot of excuses now, and like, wow, so do does somebody come to mind, and they say, yeah, okay, how do I get in touch with them? What's the best way to get in touch with them? And amazingly, the stats say that 1 in 4 will give you a referral. So if, let's say, you convert like 50 of those, and you do this subsequently, you're getting just free sales. It's amazing, right? uh, there's another trick which is really, really, really interesting, which is like, okay, let's say you call someone from a client list and say, okay, what are you struggling with? Let's say they were struggling. Okay, let me help you out on this. I'm gonna, be your accountability partner for the next 14 days. And you can schedule text with them, right? So they say, okay, how are things are going? Okay, today, like, okay, man, what are you, working on today? I hope everything's great, great, blah, blah, blah. So you can schedule text with that, and it's super helpful. And, after that, you can get, again, say, okay, how was this? Did you, did we get what we want in that 14-day period or 10-day period? And then that'll be a good moment. Wow, this was very helpful. Thanks a lot. Cool. Does someone come to mind that can benefit from this? Can you? And then, same thing, either cross sell, or even if they haven't found the results, and it's not really our fault, of course, it's because they need some more guidance, then we can upsell them to some one-on-ones, for example. So there's always avenues for further income, guys. So, okay, that was amazing, and I hope you all can benefit from all these tips as usual. And I'll be sharing this journey, which is very, very exciting. So, yeah, we got a lot of homework. Actually, I have to start cranking out these referrals and digging all those lists from my influencers. So, yeah, I'll keep you posted.